welcome to today's video. I am having a rough day today. Having a little bit of a rough day today. It's been quite a challenging last couple of days with Lola. I thought I'd give you guys kind of an update since kind of what's been going on since Friday. Lola did go to the vet on Friday. They did take a... Oh, she's coming in here. Come on, honey. Come here. Well, come lay down. They did take a full senior panel of blood work on Friday. They also took a urine sample. I'm hoping that we get the results of all of that back today. And since then, like I said, she acted pretty normal on Friday, which is probably the best she's been, honestly, when we went to the vet. And then Saturday, she was fairly normal. She pretty much slept in here the whole time I was on my Bomb Party Live. But then starting yesterday, Sunday, she's been in bed pretty much all day long. She got up yesterday morning, went to the bathroom, wanted right back in bed, and slept the entire day. I was able to get her up last night so that she could go to the bathroom, and she drank a ton of water, just a ton of water. And then I was able to give her some steaks. She's still not eating any dog food. She will eat treats. She is a little finicky on the treats and how often, but she will eat the treats. She's drinking water. She does not have diarrhea, which is great. She's not really going poop that much, probably because she's not eating anything. And she threw up after she drank all the water, and she did take a couple of treats. She threw up all over our bed. And we did have sheets and towels and things down because she has been having issues both ways. So we wanted to make sure that we had our bed secure. So we washed all the bedding, and she just slept the rest of the day. I was able to give her a little bit of steak last night, which was a huge win because I could put her pills in the steak. And we had given her one of her like heavy hitter nausea medicines before she threw up. So I don't know if it even got in her. But I'm exhausted, just physically, mentally, emotionally. Like it's very draining on me. And today, she did not get up this morning. I finally just got her up, and I just took her outside for the second time. So she's went pee twice. She did get some water. She's eating treats. I can just tell though by looking at her that she's not feeling good. She's not her normal self. And I'm as the days go on and these other things start happening, like wanting to sleep all the time and stuff, and lack of appetite, even though we're giving her the appetite pills that are supposed to make them hungry. It's definitely concerning. So part of me wants to know exactly what the blood work says, and then part of me doesn't want to know, you know what I mean? Like I want to know because if there's something we can do, I want to do it, but then I don't want to know because if all of this is just a symptom of her kidney disease progressing, we know that kidney failure, kidney disease isn't reversible. So if that's the case, there's probably nothing we can do. And it's just been really hard on me. And I'm trying to hold myself together because I don't want her to see me emotional or stressed, but I feel like I'm in this alone, and it's really hard on me. So I'm doing my best just to do what's best for her. I've been spending a lot of time with her. I haven't really been leaving much other than going to my workout. She's just always been the top priority, will continue to be the top priority. I can just tell by looking at her. I just know her inside and out. It's been a lot. I did go to my workout this morning. I'm glad that I got my workout in. For sure, it kind of took my mind off of things for an hour. Even though, I mean, I thought about it, it did kind of take my mind off of things for a little while. Came home and I mixed up my loaded tea. I've been doing half the packet per cup, so I'm getting in a little bit more water that way. I did have my protein coffee this morning on my way to boot camp, and I also had one of those 25% less sugar granola bars. I've been doing that or a banana before my workout. Just kind of gives me those carbs, like that burst of energy. I have not eaten breakfast yet. I don't know, I'm just not very hungry. I think just because I just have a lot going on emotionally. Oh, and I started my period and I started my cycle. So I haven't been feeling the best on top of that. That's probably why I'm extra emotional. It's just been, I feel like it's just one thing after another. So today I really want to focus on kind of taking care of myself while I'm taking care of Lola. I really want to make sure I get in my water today, that I get in my protein today. I've been not 100% tracking my food just because life is happening. Life is lifing. But today I really want to focus on that. I am going to throw a meal in the crock pot for dinner. I don't know if it's depression or just lifing, but I just don't honestly want to do much. Like, I don't really want to cook meals. I don't want to go do much besides my workout. I just want to be with Lola all the time, and maybe that's normal. I don't know, but it's just been really hard to navigate. I did decorate my office for Halloween. You guys saw that. I really want to do the rest of my house. Maybe that'll make me feel better if I decorate the rest of my house today. It's just been a whirlwind for sure. And I'm telling you, having a puppy's hard, but having a senior dog, it's just hard on your heart. Like, it's really, really hard, especially when you see your dog not being the normal dog. It's really hard. So hopefully things get better. If they do call me today with the blood test results, I'll definitely let you guys know. I think I'm gonna finish up the last of my loaded tea here. I do need to get my meal prep edited and uploaded. I didn't want to do it yesterday. I filmed it, but I didn't want to edit it. So I'm gonna work on that this morning. Obviously focus on Lola today. And then I think we'll just end up having a late breakfast. I'm probably gonna keep it pretty simple. Honestly, I'm really not very hungry. I think my emotions are getting the best of me. So yeah, that's kind of where we are with things. And let's try to have a good day. Let's make today a good day. I'm gonna go get some breakfast, and I just wanted to show you, I think Lola crawled up on the couch. Yeah, she did. She's sleeping on the couch. Okay, that's good. That's a normal activity for her. However, I see she did not eat her treat I gave her. So I will grab that and try to give that to her later. But this is good. This is the normal thing that she does. Poor little Lola. Maybe I can get her to sunbathe later. So for breakfast, I'm gonna keep it simple. It's gonna basically be breakfast and a morning snack. I'm gonna have my Daisy cottage cheese with strawberries, and then I'm just gonna have a serving of peanut butter pretzels. That way I've got some carbs, fats, and protein. Like I said, I'm just not super hungry. My stomach's a little upset too. I do wanna mix up the other half of my loaded tea that I had this morning. Captain USA is the one that I'm having. This is getting more water in for me by splitting it, and it's not as sweet. So I'm gonna mix that up as well. So I just finished breakfast. Lola's still sleeping on the couch. Troy should be up here in about a half an hour or so, and maybe we can give her another nausea pill, see how she's doing. I do need to mix up the second half of my loaded tea, but like I mentioned earlier, I'm really gonna focus on taking care of myself today. I'm really, as the day is going on, I've been doing some work on my computer, and I'm just feeling pretty run down. I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty run down feeling today. And I've been really focused on my supplements. I had all of my vitamins this morning. As soon as I finish my loaded tea, I'm gonna have my creatine post my workout. And the other supplement that I usually take mid-morning after breakfast is my Purality Health Menopause. I shared this with you last month, and I've been taking it daily ever since. And I will say, outside of lifing right now, I've noticed a lot of differences with this supplement. I am in full-blown perimenopause. I will be 50 in just a couple of months. I have all of the symptoms, and this has really, really saved literally my life. It has Estrogen 100, which is really the heart of the supplement. It supports the relief of common menopause symptoms. Hot flashes, fatigues, mood swings. Definitely have the fatigue and the mood swings. There's no risks, unlike hormone-related therapy. It's highly absorbable, super fast acting, tastes absolutely incredible, smooth, it's sugar-free, and it has such a good chocolate flavor. The Estro G100 is actually something that's been used for centuries in Asian medicine, and now we get it in Purality Health's Menopause. I take 1 tablespoon per day, and like I said, it has really made a big impact on my menopause symptoms. It's non-hormonal, which is really important to me. I'm not quite ready to take the leap, if I'm going to be ready at all, into any type of hormone therapy. And I like that I get relief of my menopause symptoms with Menopause from Purality Health. Now, you know, I take a lot of their supplements. I love them. Actually, just the other day, Troy and I were talking about their turmeric, because he takes that daily, and he always says at least once a week, my joints feel so much better. And that's how I feel about all Purality Health, especially Menopause. This is my baby. This is definitely my baby, especially as I go from perimenopause to menopause to postmenopause. This is a staple for me. Now, I do have a discount. I will link it down below for you. And if you are in any stage of menopause, definitely check this out. It really, truly has been an incredible supplementation addition to my routine. For dinner tonight, I'm throwing it in the crock pot to make my life easy. So I've got my crock pot ready with a liner, and I'm making a Mexican chicken and rice. So I'm doing boneless, skinless chicken thighs. These are from ButcherBox. I do know that ButcherBox is offering, I think, free burgers for a year. I'll put all the information down below if you're interested. I'm gonna do taco seasoning, which replaces all the other seasoning, chicken stock, rice. It calls for tomatoes. I'm gonna use tomato sauce just because I don't really like chunky cooked tomatoes. And then I've got red onion and a bell pepper and some tomato paste. So to the crock pot, I'm going to add a couple cups of chicken stock. Then I'm adding in my chopped up red onion. And then I'm adding in my diced up red bell pepper. And then you'll add in your chopped tomatoes or my tomato sauce. Add in all your seasonings. Like I said, I'm subbing taco seasoning. You can do all the individual seasonings that the recipe calls for. And then we're adding our chicken right on top. And then we're going to stir all of this together, pop it on high for 4 hours. About an hour and a half before it's done, that's when we add in our rice and any additional broth to make sure our rice is fully submerged in liquid. So for lunch, I'm gonna do my meal prep. This is the creamy Caesar chicken with the croutons on top. I'm going to warm up some of that. And then I made some baked potatoes in my meal prep. I'm only gonna have half of this because the chicken I think is gonna be pretty filling. And then Troy just finished eating the steak that I made in meal prep, and we got Lola to eat 2 out of 3 pills. Troy said she ate the first one, then caught on. She's still up. She's laying on the floor over there, but she's still up. She's been outside, went potty. So I'm hoping that I can get her to eat the other 2 and some chicken and or some baked potato. And Palmer is right there. Yeah, hi. He's right there waiting as well. So let me warm up my lunch and I'll show you what I'm having. Okay, so here's my lunch. I've got my chicken and my potato. You saw that I just started dinner in the crock pot, so that'll be done and easy to go. Try this chicken together. I haven't even tried it yet since I made it in my meal prep. Are you waiting, Palmer? He's literally right there. All right, here's the Caesar chicken. Has really good flavor. Even the breadcrumbs are still crunchy, even after being in the fridge. Really, really good. And then I did about half of that baked potato. So I don't think I'm gonna decorate the inside of my house for Halloween today. I'm not really feeling it. I'm pretty tired. I just kind of want to hang out with Lola, but I do want to decorate the outside. I don't do a lot. I bought a new front door mat because we threw ours away when we moved. I got a little pumpkin decoration thing for the front yard. I have these pumpkin stakes that line your walkway that made noise. I don't think I'm gonna put them up because we don't get trick-or-treaters here since it's 55 and older. So I think a lot of my outdoor Halloween stuff that was geared more towards handing out candy to the kids, I think I'm going to get rid of it. But I did get something kind of cool for my front yard. This is one of those like inflatable spooky season things. He's like a super big, tall ghost. And then it comes with tie-outs and stakes. So I actually got this off of Amazon. So it's from Elegear, and you guys know that I have the Elegear wagon to clean up the yard, the portable wagon, foldable wagon. I actually have quite a few things from Elegear. I have their cooling blanket. My dogs have their dog cooling blanket. Well, this is on Amazon from them as well. And there is different ones that you can choose from for your yard. So I decided to get the Ghost. It's the 12-foot Reaper Ghost, and right now it's on sale for $59.99. So that is a really good deal. Got these bright blue eyes. They have some other ones too. They've got a 10-foot Grim Reaper, a Killer, a White Ghost with motion activated moments, but I went ahead and got this one. I'm excited. I've never had one of these in my yard. I've always wanted one, and I wish that I would have done it when, like I said, we had more trick-or-treaters, but it's still going to be really fun to put in the yard. So Troy and I are gonna go put that up. I'm gonna go out in the garage and grab out the outdoor Halloween decorations. We'll put those up, and then maybe next week in the What I Eat in a Day, we will do the inside of the house. Oh, and there's one more snack thing that I wanted to try out with you guys on camera. I completely forgot about it. These that I got at Walmart from Kenco, Fruit Snaps multi-pack, chocolate strawberry and chocolate salt. So I just finished lunch, and you know, you could always have a little sweet something after lunch, but here is what they look like. So they're 35 calories per package, and it is not baked, not fried, just frozen. then dried. So like freeze dried. Let's try the chocolate strawberry. It says 1 cup of real fruit per pack. And like I said, I got these at Walmart when I went shopping. This will give me some energy to go and put up the stuff outside for Halloween. There's not very many in there. Okay, that's funny. This huge package, and there's literally like 3 of these stick things in there. Ooh, it smells good. It's hard. I don't know how I feel about it. It's literally 3 of these sticks. That is all that's in the package. 3 of them. I'm definitely getting strawberry. I'm not really getting chocolate. What was the other flavor? Chocolate sea salt. It tastes like freeze-dried strawberries, just really hard. Like once you chew it, and you get some saliva on it, it's a little easier to chew, but it is hard as a rock. No, not for me. I will try the chocolate sea salt one, and this box of 5 of these packages was $7. That's a little over $1 a bag. That's a lot for 3 of these little sticks. So for now, this is a no for me. Ooh, it's hot in the garage. Okay, so I have these little hanging ghost things. I got these last year. I never even used them, so I think I'm gonna put those up. And then I did actually find a Halloween mat. I didn't know that I had a Halloween mat, so I'm gonna use that. The other mat that I bought is more fall, so we'll put that up for Thanksgiving. And then I found my Halloween wreath. I'm gonna pop her up on the front door. And then my boo for in the yard. This is from last year. It just has little stakes that go into the yard. And then I also have the one that says Fright Night. And then the last 2 things are these. So one is this super tall stack of pumpkins, and then this welcome that goes by the front door. So it's toasty out today. We're gonna go out, we're gonna put up our inflatable, and we'll do the outside of the house today, and then we'll do the inside of the house probably in next Wednesday is what I eat in a day. Look at how huge it is. Troy said, how tall is it, 10 feet? I said, no, 12. So Troy is blowing it up. It's really easy, actually. Oh, and there's a light in there. I think you can make it one solid color, or you can have it swap lights like that. But literally, you just plug it in. Oh, the arms. That's cool. Okay, this is going to be awesome. I'm just afraid with the wind, but it did come with that little kit I showed you guys that has all of the stakes and stuff. So we're going to blow him up.
It looked like the Safe Up Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but he's creepy looking. Wait till you flip him over, his face. Look at his face. He's creepy, and look at him getting blown up. He's like rolling over.
A little fan, blowed up pretty quick actually.
Yeah, I told Troy if we had him when we lived in our old house, the kids would have freaked out. I had this like talking pumpkin thing, and the kids loved my talking pumpkin. Oh my gosh, look at him. He is huge. He's massive, and then this like gray netting goes over the top. And I think it'll kind of blow around a bit in the wind. There is a patch kit as well, so if your inflatable gets a hole, there is a patch kit. Oh, that's so cool. It's gonna look amazing at night with it all lit up. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome. If I was a kid, I would be scared. Wouldn't you be scared if you walked up to someone's front door and this thing was 12 feet tall flapping in the wind at you?
You spell it Jenn.
Yeah, it's me when I'm having a bad day.
I'm dead Jenn.
Yeah, look at me. This is so cool. I love it. And then these pieces right here will flap around too. Ooh, he's cool. So I put up our little welcome. I actually think I'm gonna turn him just so you don't see the little stake. But I put up the welcome. Troy doesn't want anything on the front door, so I can't put my wreath on the front door. I might see if I have a command strip and put it on the wall right there. And then there is my Happy Halloween mat that I found that was tucked away. I didn't know that I had that. And pretty simple front. I did this little Fright Night sign. I hung the ghosts. They're so cute. I didn't realize that they have these adjustable arms and they actually light up. So I'm gonna come out tonight and try to remember to come out tonight and turn the lights on. And then I put the big tall pumpkin in the middle just to kind of break up the space, and then my little boo. And that's really all we're doing. We're not gonna do a whole lot. Like I said, we don't get any trick-or-treaters.
and I don't know 100% what the rules are for the HOA as far as decorations. I know you can't leave them up for a certain amount of time past the holiday, but I think this is minimalist enough that it still adds a little bit of fun Halloween vibe. Since Troy wouldn't let me put my wreath on the front door, how cute is this, you guys? I added it to the front window. Here, I'll go out to the street. So cute. And I suction cupped it to the front window. I had one suction cup, it would not work, it kept falling, but this one suctioned right on. So that's gonna be the outdoor decor. All we have is the big tall 12-foot monster thing to put up, which I think we're gonna put kind of by the entry to the front door. Okay, you guys aren't ready for this thing. This thing is amazing. You do have to keep it plugged in all the time. Look at this. Can you imagine walking up to someone's front door to trick or treat and have to walk underneath this? It is so cool. Look how tall it is. It's as tall as our house. Honey, look, it's as tall as the house. It goes to the light. Wow, it is so cool. One side note though, you do have to keep it plugged in. It has to have that airflow. But I mean, you could put them in the corner, and then as they come in the entrance of your house. I was also thinking if you had a long enough cord, you could even put it in your front yard or on the side of your house. It's really cool though. It's really cool. I wish we could see the lights and stuff of him, but that comes with tie downs. We're just trying to figure out exactly where we want to put him. I think we're going to put him more in the corner over there, so when people walk to the front door, he's looking over them. So for an afternoon snack today, I'm about to go relax a little bit. I am gonna do my Nix sticks. I've been really liking these. I've been eating these while I'm on my Bomb Party Lives. They keep me nice and full. Bull sticks are 70 calories, 10 grams of protein, no antibiotics, Whole30 approved, grass-fed, grass-finished, the best, in my opinion, for meat sticks, especially for calorie protein quantity. Buy these off of Amazon, so I'll link them for you. And then I'm gonna have some of these. I've been really liking these as like a crunchy side with my meat sticks. This is the Ritz toasted chips and veggie. I really like these. They remind me of those veggie crackers that we had when we were kids that our parents used to have at like parties. If I find a picture, I'll pop it in right here. But I think I'm only gonna do half of a serving because, oh, it's 14 chips. No, I'll just do a whole serving. And this is what they look like little flat Ritz, and they have a really good veggie flavor to them. So I'm gonna do those and my Nix sticks. So the rice is done. I actually just stirred it up and kind of shredded up the chicken as I stirred. I think I'm gonna add a little cheese and some sour cream to mine and make it like a whole meal. So let me plate it up. I'll be back to share all the info. Here is my dinner. So I added some light shredded cheese and a tablespoon of light sour cream, some cilantro. I'll put all the information here on the screen for you. So for dessert, I'm having the last one of these. I've really enjoyed these. These are the Kind frozen, creamy and delicious dark chocolate almond, sea salt and nut bars. They are literally like a Kind bar with ice cream. They're really good. They've got a cookie base, and then the caramel and the peanuts are nice and crunchy. It's 180 calories for the bar. This is the last one in the box. So I'm gonna do that for dessert. It's been, besides a Built Bar, it's kind of been one of my go-to desserts. So I just got ready for bed, and earlier this afternoon, we got the call from the vet about Lola, and I've just been processing everything and figuring out where I'm at with things, what I want to do with things. And the call that we got today was not the best news about her. The blood work showed that her red blood cells were slightly elevated, which is never shown in blood work before, which has to do with kidneys as well. But the bad part is her kidney levels are very elevated. Her creatinine as well as her phosphorus. And just a couple of months ago, back in July when her blood work was done, her phosphorus was better than it was 3 months prior, and now it's quite elevated. Her liver enzymes are also elevated, which is pretty normal for her, and her pancreas levels are a little elevated. So that's not good news. That means that her kidney disease is progressing, which is what I was afraid of. It's kind of what I thought was gonna be the answer from the vet, just based on everything. We do have an option, and we are going to take that route. which is basically she would have to go to the vet 3 days in a row. She'd be there all day long. She's going to get IV fluids that hopefully will flush out what her body can't do on its own with her kidneys, which should hopefully improve their function. There's no guarantee at all of that, but we're going to try it. It's not an expensive thing. And I don't love that she has to spend 3 full days at the vet from like 7:45 a.m. to like 5 p.m. so that they can administer fluids all day. I'm hoping that that is okay with her. She doesn't shake at the regular vet like she does at the oncologist, but I mean, that's a long time for her to be at the vet, and I'm just going to be miserable all day long. But I feel like this is something that we need to try. Like, we have to try. We're continuing to give her medication. Not a lot has changed. She actually was a little bit more vibrant today. She still will not eat dog food. I was able to get her to eat some chicken earlier today. We got her to eat some steak earlier today. She's eating her chicken treats. It's kind of hit and miss though. I just tried to give her one and she won't eat it. So yeah, it's not the news I wanted, but it was the news I was expecting. And a lot of this is just definitely due to her age. I mean, she's almost 13 years old. She's a 60-pound dog. But yeah, it's never easy to hear. And getting those answers today from the vet and the blood work solidified my decision not to go to Tennessee. I'm supposed to go to my friend Michelle's wedding, and I'm not going to go. I'm just not comfortable with it. I don't want to leave Lola. I just feel like for my own sanity and to be here for her, I'm not going to go. She did mention on the phone about Lola's quality of life, which obviously is the top priority. And she did mention, you know, if Lola's quality of life was diminishing, that we may want to think about euthanizing her. And then I immediately start crying, and I'm like, absolutely not. We are not there, you guys. She was a little bit more vibrant today even than yesterday. It's just such a hard road to travel on. It's hard. And even Troy said today, this is why it's hard to have a dog, because everything's all fine and good until they get sick or they age. And that's kind of where we're at. I'm hoping this improves those kidney levels, even if it's for just a sustained period of time. And then maybe we can get her appetite back. That's really the big thing. We actually gave her appetite pill twice today, and maybe that's why she ate the little bit, but she really just turns her nose up at most things, to be honest. She really just does. And so yeah, that's an update. I am exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm so tired. It's not even 7 p.m. and I'm going to go to bed. Lola's sleeping right there. She dug up the bed that was nicely made for her. We have to put a sheet and towels and things down because, like I said, she has issues sometimes on both ends. So if you guys can send all your prayers and all your love for Lola, that would mean the world to us. And I'll keep you guys updated on everything, but I definitely need to get some sleep. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.